Hey there, today we'll be going through this question that's largest local values in a matrix, that is 6148, which came in today's weekly Leetcode contest 306. And the question statement is, you are given an n cross n integer matrix grid, generate an integer matrix max local of size n minus 2 cross n minus 2 such that the max local of ij is equals to the largest value of the 3 cross 3 matrix in a grid centered around row of I plus 1 and column j plus 1. In other words, we just want to find the largest value in every contiguous 3 cross 3 matrix in a grid, and we just need to return the generated matrix. So question statement is pretty clear. So let's understand this with the first example on what it's trying to tell you. Just telling you that you need to find what's the maximum of every 3 cross 3 grid that is possible, right? This is the first 3 cross 3 grid that you can see, right? And what is the maximum right here? It is nothing but 9. So you put a 9 here, fine, which is perfectly okay. Now, what is the other 3 cross 3 matrix that you can find of? So the other 3 cross 3 matrix that you can see is, which is beginning from this column right here, that is this one. And what is the maximum? It is again 9. So you put a 9 here, right? Now, you are done with this and you cannot form any more 3 cross 3. Why? So because if you stand at 8, can you go further to the right? You can only go one step, right? You cannot just go two step, right? So no 3 cross 3 matrix are possible from these guys, fine. So that is it for that one. Now coming on to this 5. Now what is the 3 cross 3 matrix possible for this guy? That is this one right here, this green box. And what is the maximum? The maximum is 8. So we put 8 here. Now we come on to 6 as usual for the next part. And for the 6 right here, we are taking this orange part. So we got to see what is the maximum in this orange box, that is 6. So we just put a 6 here, okay, and we can take any 6 obviously. Since there are many multiple 6 right here, we are just concerned about the maximum one, and all the 6 are equal, so we can just put a 6 here, and that's it. Okay, so what's the basic intuition or logic to do this? It is just a implementation based question. Okay, so what you need to do first is, I'll just get onto the approach directly since this is an implementation question. So as you can see, you must have thought that okay, I'll go to the first step. Okay, and if you see, the constraints are pretty small. Okay, so a brute force obviously will work up to 10 to the power 4, I'm talking about, or 10 to the power 6 also, it will work fine. Okay, so what we can do here is, we just can do a simple brute force here. Okay, so you stand at the first index and you go 3 step ahead. Okay, you just check what is the maximum value that I can get. Again, you stand here and go 3 step ahead. What is the maximum value? Again, you go and check what is the maximum value. And whatever is the maximum value, you just put it right here. Okay, you just create a temporary array which would say that okay, this is my maximum value. So I just put my maximum value there. Fine. Now this was for the first index. Now, when you are done for the first index, what will you do? You'll move on to the second part, right? To the second column. Now, for this column, again, what you will do? You move 3 step ahead, 3 step ahead, and 3 step ahead. So, basically, what you need to do is, you need to iterate for 3 columns also, and you need to go 3 rows down also. So basically, if you are standing right here at this position, okay, what you need to do, at this ith row and ith column, you go 3 step ahead. Fine. So again, I'll rephrase this part on how to do this, since this is a very simple one. So if you are standing at this position, okay, this 9, so this is the first row and the second column. What do? You go first 3 step ahead. Okay, and you see which is the maximum. So you are done for the first row. Now what will you do? You know you have to form a 3 cross 3. Okay, so you go onto the next row and you check again for the 3 step. Okay, go to 3 step ahead and check, can I find another one which is maximum? If not, again go to the next row. Okay, and once you do it for 3 rows, you are done with this index. Okay, after you are done with this index, what will you do? You'll simply say, okay, I'm done for this guy. Now I move on to the next index, for the next column. Now you see that I cannot take 3 columns from here. Why? We are going out of bounds, right? So basically you are done for this one, you cannot do anything about it. Now again, if you come here, you see you are again going out of bounds, you cannot do anything. Now what do? You come to this 5 right here. Okay, now what you do have to do is again go 3 step ahead, 3 step ahead, 3 step ahead. Okay, so the same procedure is being followed every time until you reach out of bounds. You just do this thing, and at the end of the day you'll get this matrix. So I hope the explanation is clear. Now let's just get to the code part and you'll be done with it. So this is a basic to for loop, right? To iterate a matrix. So for this to for loop, this is iterating on the row, this is iterating on the row, and this is iterating on the column. Fine. So this is the basic thing from here. Now, how to go 3 step ahead and how to go 3 step down. That is the main part. So this is the part wherein we go right 3 step and down 3 step. Okay, so this loop is doing that part. So this maxi variable is actually taking care of the part that, okay, this is the maximum if I go 3 step right and 3 step down. Initially it is initialized to -1. Fine. So going 3 step right means I start from the same row and I will go to I plus 2. Why I plus 2? C, and why not I plus 3? Because if you, let's say you're right here. Okay, this is zero based indexing, 0 1 2 3. If you go I plus 3, if you are just standing at here at 0 index, if you go I plus 3, what will happen? You'll go till here, right? But you only want to go till 2 steps. Since this is a zero based indexing, you just need to go I plus 2 step. Okay, in order to do this. So that is about this part. That is, what is this part doing? This part is just going 3 step down. So this part is for the down one. Okay, K indicates the row and M indicates the column here. Okay, so this is saying I need to go right 3 step. Fine. And what are these cases? That is, M is less than equals to J plus 2. So this says that I only need to go 2 step to the right and 2 step to the down. And mind you, I'm talking 2 step in the case of zero based indexing. That means you need to go 3 step. Fine. And I will see, this is the main part that you just need to take care of, that I plus 2 and I and J plus 2, this part right here. And what this part is doing is, this part is saying, am I going out of bounds, and why so? See, I plus 2 and J plus 2, sorry about that. Let's just say your I and J is here. I and J is saying you are at the 0th row and the second column. Now you cannot go I plus 2, obviously, right? So this loop right here will never be executed. Fine. So this is the thing about this part, that is I plus 2 is less than n and J plus 2 is less than n. So yeah, this is it for this one. And you just need to take care of the overall maximum if you find one. And if you did not find any maximum, you cannot do anything about it, just leave it. But if you do find a maximum, what do you need to do? You just need to put a vector inside a vector. Okay, or array into array, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so I took a vector. What did I say? I took a temporary vector. If I do find it, I will just insert into my answer vector. And if I did find it, I'll push it into my main vector, that is my answer vector. Okay, and mind you, this ko whatever I have written, it is a bad naming convention. I could have used a better one, but this is actually what do you say, just a temporary vector. Okay, to maintain my answer if I do find one. And if I do find one, I'll just push it into my main answer, that is, which is the matrix that I'm forming. Okay, so this is the submitted code. Okay, and I've already submitted it, so no need to worry about that. And if you want this code, I'll be also linking up it the description below. Okay, and yeah, if you did understand this question and the explanation, please like and subscribe. And yeah, thank you for watching.